Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I have another positive news story. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they do come few and far between. I understand that, but sometimes there are some positive ones out there, believe it or not. And this one in particular, you wouldn't really expect it to turn out to be a positive news story, considering the fact that this person was kidnapped by the likes of South African blacks. And if you don't know what's going on over in South Africa at the moment, you definitely should get acquainted or informed with the real realities of what's taking place over in South Africa at the moment. Farmers, white farmers, are being killed left, right, and center by black South Africans. There's been a lot of upheaval and a lot of unrest. And well, if you are a Christian, a white Christian, you are in a lot of trouble because really what's taking place, you have a lot of gangs over in South Africa at the moment, and the blacks are going out there and killing as many white people as they possibly can. And you have people in positions of leadership that are saying, kill the Boer, which essentially means kill the white man. If you can find one, go out there and kill the white man. And well, there is this missionary over in South Africa at the moment, US Pastor Josh Sullivan. And he's a missionary to South Africa. And one day he was preaching, and then all of a sudden he gets abducted by these black South Africans and held against his will, as that's what being abducted actually means. And you wouldn't expect, because normally they kill, you wouldn't expect him to be freed, would you? But the good news is Josh has been freed after a deadly shootout. So, abducted US pastor freed in South Africa after deadly shootout. And this is making major news headlines. And that is actually a good thing, because it's showing the world that Jesus still moves and Jesus still performs miracles. Because, well, this couldn't have turned out great, to be honest. Like, it shouldn't have, but it did. And that's the power of prayer and the power of God. And actually, today is Good Friday, and he was saved, I think, yesterday or the day before. So that's big news, okay? An American pastor kidnapped by armed men during a church service in South Africa has been freed following a high-intensity shootout that left 3 people dead, police say. And Josh was free. Josh Sullivan was found unharmed in the township of Quebegbehera, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, sorry, in the Eastern Cape on Tuesday evening, in the area where the 45-year-old was taken last Thursday. There were no immediate details on the kidnappers, who had made a ransom demand. There has been a dramatic increase in kidnappings for ransom in South Africa over the past decade. Mr. Sullivan's kidnappers had made a ransom demand, prompting the intervention of South Africa's elite police unit known as the Hawks. Oh, they mess with the Hawks, right? In a statement released on Wednesday morning, the Hawks said that Sullivan had been rescued following verified intelligence, wherein a coordinated team moved swiftly to the identified location. Hawks spokesperson Avel Fumba said that the officers approached the house. The suspects attempted to flee inside a vehicle while opening fire. The officers responded with technical precision, leading to a high-intensity shootout in which the 3 unidentified suspects were fatally wounded, Mr. Fumba said. South Africa kidnapping, I survived, but part of me died that day. Well, that's another news headline. Mr. Sullivan's family and friends had made impassioned pleas for his safe return since his abduction. Jeremy Hall, the Sullivan's family spokesperson, told local newspaper Times Live that he was at the church with his wife and their children when he was kidnapped. They knew his name, he said at the time. Mr. Sullivan describes himself as a church planting missionary on his personal website. On it, he says he moved to South Africa with his wife and children in 2018, to establish a church in Xhosa-speaking people. Well, this missionary is actually associated with some of our churches here in Australia, I believe. And I was seeing this on Tuesday, I think it was. People were posting about it and asking for prayer because he had been kidnapped. And well, in these sort of situations, you don't really expect the best kind of outcome. You hope and you pray for the best outcome. And well, the Lord actually really did deliver wholeheartedly in this kind of instance. And Josh is safe now, been returned safe and sound. And well, that is the best kind of outcome. But I saw some people leave comments on my videos about free South Africa, free the South African people. And I did a little bit of research, and obviously Jordan Peterson is now investigating what's going on in South Africa at the moment, but not a lot of news outlets are actually creating stories or keeping the public informed of what's really taking place. And honestly, it is truly horrific what's going on over in South Africa. If you know any of the history of South Africa, you'll know that a lot of the European settlers that came there, as well as the black people, there's been a lot of tension that has risen for quite some time. And even in the richer sort of South African communities, you have lots of gangs, black gangs that will go in and abduct or even just completely murder as many white people as they possibly can because they hate them. They hate their guts. And the government at the moment isn't doing much to support or to even help the white population, because I think the vast majority of people in South Africa that are part of the government happen to be black. So just goes to show you like the level of racism. And I know the apartheid issues that took place a while ago now, they're still somewhat raising their ugly heads to this very day, believe it or not. So I appreciate people that are commenting, because I do see some of them and I understand where you guys are coming from. I've got quite a few South African friends, and can only imagine how they must be feeling with what's going on in their own country. I mean, they're here at the moment, but seriously seeing what's taking place over in their country at the moment, it's like a sort of safe environment for white people to really walk around in, per se, because you don't know what's going to happen. Like, even you can be in a gated community and you can still be like attacked. You can still be kidnapped. I mean, I can imagine that Josh was in somewhat of a safer community, but he was still abducted. So it can happen. And I'm just grateful and thankful that Josh is now safe and well. And let's hope that the government or something actually happens to stop the wave of crime that is sweeping over in South Africa at the moment. I think more people need to actually start waking up and realize that this stuff is serious. It really is, because lots of the white population happen to be Christians. They happen to be a Christian nation for the most part. But now it's been changed quite considerably, and it's actually really concerning. But anyway, just good news that Josh is alive, safe, and well. And I just wanted to give you guys this incredible story. But you guys take care, you be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.